Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how I clean my offset smoker after I use it. It's really about 3 different steps. 1, you clean the firebox. 2, you clean your grates off. And 3, you clean out your pit after you take your grates out and your heat plate or convection plate out. And I'll show you how I do that. Well, I'm going to clean this offset pit smoker from my cook this past weekend. I just opened the firebox, shake it out, and it's just kind of common sense. Throw that to the side. Slide this bucket under the end. You can get a bigger bucket, a wider bucket, but I use this tool that came with it, and it's shaped in the size of the shape of the kind of work it toward the middle. I need a bigger bucket, but that's how I do it. You just rake it toward the end. Just takes a minute to do this part. Comes right out. Then you grab it and put it right in the bucket. So easy a monkey can do it. This tool really does come in handy. Then you just work it down on the edge there. And drag it again. Alright, firebox done. Then you can get your favorite brush from Lowe's. I just use this one here. Some people build a fire and get it real hot and spray a water hose in there. I don't do that. Of course, I've got it on a patio and I don't want all that grease and water going all over my patio stones, so I could roll with that in the yard, but I don't feel like doing that either. So I'll just do this. And that's knocked it all loose. Then I take a rag and wipe it off. Okay. Then what I do is just take this putty knife and just work all that grease out of there. It doesn't take but a minute. You see how fast that's coming off. I mean, you can do it as fast as it takes you to slide the blade down. Just rub it off somewhere on a paper towel, plate. I'm doing this with one hand too, so I can do this little video. I'd be a lot faster if I wasn't doing it this way. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause it. Okay, I got my convection plate, heat plate, cleaned off. Didn't take but a few minutes. Then you lift it up out of there. You take that same tool and just work all that stuff out of that drain. I got a grease bucket down there and it'll go right in it. You do this each time after you cook, you don't have to worry about any grease fires. Alright, like I said, one hand, let that go. And you can clean it up some more if you want to with your putty knife. Just go down, and it doesn't take but a few minutes. You see, I hadn't been working on this but a few minutes. Unless you're just lazy. You're not lazy, are you? I know you like the water hose method better. Well, maybe one day I might get to that, but right now this works pretty good. And if you do it just this good, you won't have any grease fires. Now, pretty much ready to go for my next cook, other than putting my stuff back in there. I know there are different kinds of, well, two types of convection plates. One is the separated slabs of steel that you slide back and forth, and then some have the holes bored in them, small holes on the firebox end, and then larger holes this way. I found out this flange actually fits up under this flange, and completely cut this off and then let your holes, let the heat gradually come through. But I found out if I leave it just cracked about 1/4 inch, it evens up the two thermometers within around 15 degrees or so of each other. You have to play with it. And so, or you can open this up more and have one end that's hot. You can have it different ways, but that's kind of the way I do it on this particular model and application. So all that's left now is throwing these grates back on there. Oops, got my new wire here. Forgot about that. I just put it in. I left them in there. Take this, toss it back in. Yep, I don't have to use this basket, but I have been using it. I made it not welded. I just cut it out and wired it together. It works good. Even with burning wood, it was supposed to be a charcoal basket, but it works good. Just throwing your wood in. I've been using it. Put this. I haven't used this second grate too much. Maybe one time. It's good to have. If you have a lot of meat, you're cooking for a big crowd, it's good to have. And there you go. I'm ready to go for my next cook. You know, you can do that in like 10 minutes, maybe 15 if you want to go slow. But 15-minute cleanup, I'm ready to go. All right, Phil in Florence.